Dubai is the only place I know where people do a heavy leg day and then feel guilty about eating a strawberry. We track our steps, our macros, our sleep cycles, but dessert still feels like this dirty little secret. My guest today decided that joy on a plate should not come with shame on a spreadsheet. Maya Moghrabi is the founder of Innocent Sweets, a sugar-free, gluten-free sweets brand that started in Lebanon and now lives in the kitchens of the UAE, Qatar and Saudi. In this conversation, we talk about what happens when you declare war on sugar in a region that lives for desserts, the very unsexy realities of building a food brand, and how you stay soft as a human while being hardcore as a founder and a mom. You're listening to the Icon Edit, and this is my conversation with Maya. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Maya, before we go to the questions, introduce yourself in your own few words, just so everybody knows what you are all about.
All right, so I'm Maya, founder of Innocent Sweets. So as you said, like my brand, we do gluten, dairy, and refined sugar-free desserts and snacks. We have already a shop here in Business Bay in Dubai, but today the business direction is turning into the retail market. So we deal with distributors and we put Innocent Sweets on the shelves. Other than that, I'm a mother of a daughter. She's 9 years old. Her name is Talia. So I am mom and entrepreneur.
That's so cool. Maya, you have found Innocent Sweets out of a personal necessity, right?
Correct.
How did your relationship with food change in that perspective?
I used to be, and I'm still a sweet lover. I don't really care about food like that, like pizza, burgers, or whatever. It's fine, okay, but it's not my weakness. My weakness is still until today are sweets. And when I had this medical condition, I had to create the dessert that I had to eat, and I'm already familiar with. I didn't want to create new desserts. I wanted to eat the same dessert that I'm familiar with, but made in a healthy way. And honestly, today, I cannot eat the old dessert because, my taste buds, they are different now. And I'm used to the clean, healthy, and delicious dessert that I'm doing.
Okay. What was the most frustrating part of being told no sugar, no gluten, no dairy?
Yeah, it was a shock. It was like, because I was like, okay, what would I eat? But because I love baking since I was a kid, and I'm into this world since my teenagers, and even when I was a kid, I used to tell my brothers, please, I want to do cookies for you, I want to bake for you, just let me go into the kitchen. I needed like a reason to go into the kitchen. So because I love bakings and I love sweets, it was easier for me to understand it.
Okay. Was there a particular dessert that felt like a breakup when you had this condition and could not eat as much sugar as you did before?
Yeah, the chocolate spread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the first dessert you tried to recreate in a Maya-friendly way? Do you remember that?
Yes, of course, and I still eat it until today, and it's one of my best sellers, which is the banoffee pie.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that sounds so good. I have to try that. And on a scale from Pinterest to fail, where did that land? Was it like on the first try you did it and it was perfect, or did you have to develop it?
Definitely. I had so many trials, and my friends and my surroundings, they were the one who were giving me the feedback, and I used to listen a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as I said in the introduction, I have the feeling that Dubai is an especially difficult market because on one hand you have like this fitness freaks, trackers, people who track everything and want to stay very healthy. And then you have, of course, because we are in the Arab region, I mean,
They love
people,
sweets
they
and
love
they love
sweets.
sugar.
So how did that shape Innocent Sweets?
And definitely, the people, even until today, people, when they hear healthy and sugar-free, or it's gluten-free or dairy-free, everything free, they got scared. honestly, until today. But once they try it, they, oh, really? Is it really healthy? Because, I put flavors in it. And for me, I don't track calories. I know calories, I know they are very important, but it's the quality of the desserts that I focus on.
And the ingredients.
And the ingredients in it.
Yeah.
And people, when they try it, they were like, oh, okay. So they don't find like that much difference between the full sugary desserts and the healthy ones. This is why like it's popular.
So do you have the feeling that people, when they try your desserts first, are skeptical? And then they try it and they're hooked on it? Or,
yes, because okay, so we are satisfied. So they have their cravings are satisfied, and it's good. It's
and
delicious.
they don't have to have a guilty conscience about eating it.
And because it's real ingredients, so they feel full. So they don't need to eat more and more, because sometimes with the sweets that we have already in the market, the amount of sugar is too high.
Yeah.
So you need to eat more and more, and you cannot stop. Because my desserts, they are like made from real ingredients. So you don't need to eat a lot to get satisfied.
Sugar is like a drug, basically,
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
As you said, you need more and more of it.
Yeah.
What's the most Dubai thing that a customer ever said or ordered or wanted? Is there something like a story where you would say, oh my God, this is so Dubai?
When we created the Dubai chocolate as the Innocent Sweets version, this was oh really, like sugar-free, no added sugar.
Do you still have it in your assortment?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Dubai chocolate craze, yeah. I remember that.
It's made, even the chocolate is sugar-free, and the filling from the inside is sugar-free. This was a hit.
Where would you place Innocent Sweets on the scale from serious health product to pure guilty pleasure?
Actually, it's both. Okay, because people, Innocent Sweets is also for people who has intolerance, who has gluten intolerance, dairy intolerance, who even people for diabetes also who cannot have sugar. So it is a serious brand, and people who have celiac disease as well.
Yeah.
It is a serious brand, and also it's a very fun brand, but not in an innocent way. It's guilt-free. It's a guilt-free brand.
There is this cliche, I think, that healthy, as you said before, that healthy desserts never taste as good as the original version. What is a myth about sugar-free or gluten-free sweets that you wish you could delete from the internet?
That it's not tasty. It is. If you do it in the right way, and you do it, and you put the right ingredients, and you do it properly, they can be even more delicious than the actual ones.
Could you explain in a way for people who have no knowledge about baking what happens in a dessert when you remove sugar and gluten? What are the biggest challenges in that?
Of course, when you remove sugar, the actual sugar, it's the taste, and gluten is just how the cake, how it's combined together. So we use natural sweeteners. So what we use in our desserts, dates. So it's either dates, coconut sugar, or maple syrup. That's it. And regarding the gluten, we use gluten-free flour, almond flour, and oat flour.
Okay.
So this is regarding the flours. And even our cakes, they are vegan. And even our desserts, they are vegan, so we don't use eggs. So also, it's a challenge also for the cake also to rise and, to have the fluffiness. So yeah, it is a challenge.
What do you use instead of eggs then?
Flax seeds and chia seeds.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you see so many benefits.
Yeah. Well, is there one ingredient that you're obsessed now that you didn't even know existed a few years ago?
Now we are launching a new product.
Okay.
Which is the freeze-dried fruits.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because I know that the freeze-dried...
It's new. So we didn't have it before.
Sweets, they are really popular with the kids now.
Yes.
I see it all the time, like on TikTok, Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we did something which now we are launching next month. It's going to be in the market. They are dipped in sugar-free chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually what you see in the market today are freeze-dried, but they are plain. Just plain, like strawberries or mangoes, bananas, and all types of fruits. But I did my own version, innocent Swiss version, dipped in sugar-free chocolate. So we have dark chocolate, we have milk chocolate, and white chocolate.
Oh, that sounds... I have to try that,
Yes.
definitely. If we would put a hidden microphone in your kitchen while you're testing recipes, what kind of things would we hear you say? Are you someone who's, when you're in the kitchen, like talking about what you're doing, or are you nervous about how it will turn out?
No, I'm not. I'm not this kind of person. I'm very flexible, and I'm very at ease with myself.
So you're not like a Gordon Ramsay.
No. Sometimes this is not in the kitchen. This is when it comes to business more. In the kitchen, I'm more flexible because I know it's not gonna we're not gonna do it from the first time. It's a trial. So, but in business, I'm very strict. And
really?
Yes.
Okay.
And even there is a small incident. Even yesterday, I was with my daughter in the car. It was the first time because usually like I'm at work, she doesn't see me a lot, like how I react. It was the first time she saw me talking to someone on the phone, and I was really angry. Like I told her, "Mommy, yes, this is when mommy is at work and angry, and when someone does mistake, this is how mommy becomes." So it was very
but
fun.
it's good that she sees you like in another role, right?
Yeah, my daughter, she's very much involved in everything I do, and even I take her opinion, and even for new packaging I take her opinion. Like,
so
mommy,
good.
and like, what do you think about this? Would you prefer this or that? I want to know what she thinks, and she knows a lot about me. And even, for example, like today I'm with you today, she knows that I'm here today. I get her involved.
She will learn a lot from you also about how businesses work, and that's good. You're a good role model.
Of course, I want to be a role model for her,
Yeah. Do you remember the first time a complete stranger paid money for your sweets, and not because they were your friend, just a random person? What was that moment like for you?
Wow, this is how it all started. It started just by coincidence. I was just posting on Instagram on my personal account. I didn't have even the intention to do any business because, it was a passion, and until today, it's a passion for me. So suddenly I received a message from a lady I don't know, and she's like, "Hi, I want to order." I don't even know the lady. So I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, let me do it. I have nothing to lose. I don't even know lady. Maybe I might not even see her in my life anymore, So I was like, okay, let me go and deliver the cake myself. This is how it all started. So I was like, hi. And this is the cake.
And I heard in another podcast where you were that you have delivered it yourself. Did that, is this, because I know that at McDonald's there is this rule where the CEO, even like the highest up, they have to 1 day per year where they have to be in the kitchen flipping burgers.
Okay.
They have to see how the lowest position in the company, what that's like. Did that humble you in some way, like delivering your own sweets? Because I guess now you're not doing that anymore.
I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. Even people around me, they were like, "Maya, no, why? Send it to someone." I wanted to see people. Even until today, I love interacting with people. I love seeing. I'm very sociable, and it was a very proud moment. I loved it. And even until today, if you tell me, "Maya, would you go and deliver?" Of course, I would do it. Definitely.
It's lovely. Do you get also orders for, let's say, weddings or events?
Yes, in Lebanon, when I used to have innocent Swiss in Lebanon, we used to do caterings for very big events, for weddings, for engagements, parties. Here, I'm more focused in the retail.
Retail, yeah.
Here, yeah.
What's a mistake you made in the business that is funny now, but was definitely not funny when it happened?
Many mistakes. Of course, I did so many mistakes, and every day I learn something new. And, even now, in the past 2 years, because, Dubai is different, okay? Dubai teaches you a lot. And I've learned it the hard way. I didn't have anyone to teach me the business. I learned everything by myself. And I'm so grateful for that, of course. And I always believe like it's part of the process. So many people, they tell me, Maya, get someone to help you, or get a salesperson, or get someone
Yeah.
to grow that team. But I was like, no, I need to teach myself in order to tell them what to do.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, that's a
I
really
need to
good
learn.
perspective.
Yeah, so for example, now in the past 2 years, I learned a lot, and I've had so many mistakes, so many ups and downs, so many. But now, if you tell me, would you regret anything? Of course, no.
Yeah, because
course.
every mistake you make brings you closer to
what
where
I want to achieve.
Yes.
Definitely. So now, for example, if I need to grow the team, if I need to get someone, for example, now, and to take a specific position. So now I know what is the job description, what are
and
the
which
tasks.
skills.
Yes.
the
So now
person
I
needs to
know.
have.
So I don't want him to fall into the same mistake that I did.
So do you?
I want to be a leader.
When you said you did everything in the beginning on your own, obviously, do you still have like, because I guess many people then have, when it's their own business, trouble delegating, like telling someone, okay, you know what, I have too much on my plate now, this is your job,
I'm
do
totally
it.
the opposite.
Okay, so
I'm totally the opposite. I'm learning how to delegate. It's very hard for me to delegate.
Yeah.
And this is part of my struggle that I'm getting today. Like my team, Maya, you need to get someone. I was like, how? No, why? No, I'm trying to delegate. I'm learning how to delegate. It's not easy because it's my baby. I feel like it's still
and
my
you
baby.
want to have
but
some
I have
control,
to.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even sometimes, just see how much I'm in control. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the shop. I can see the kitchen. I swear to God, when they are baking, I can see if they're doing something right or wrong. So sometimes I tell them, just sorry, if I have a meeting, like sorry, I have to go inside. I see something wrong. Imagine, until to that extent, I'm very much in control.
When you go home, can you then switch off the business Maya and be totally content with your child and with your private life? Or is it something that still bothers you when you lie in bed at night?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be very honest.
Yeah.
I cannot disconnect 100%. No.
Okay.
I try to. When I travel on vacations, yes. Yes. Most of my work today is on laptop or on the phone. So which is okay, a bit easier, but not 100%. I still work at home or on the phone, but I spend quality time with my daughter. In the afternoons, I'm with my daughter because we go to after-school activities. We go together. In the weekends, we have dates, me and my daughter. So we go dinners together, afternoons. Yeah, so I spend quality time with her.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's okay.
You are now in several markets. As I said in the beginning, it's Lebanon, UAE, Qatar, and Saudi. Is there, because I mean, although it's the Gulf region, except for Lebanon, but is there a difference in the markets? Do you feel that?
Yes.
Can you tell me what that would be?
Yeah, different
That's
markets has their own strategy, had their own culture, their own mindset. As I said previously, I started in Lebanon. So being today in Lebanon is something, it's very emotional for me. I closed my kitchen in Lebanon, but I wasn't sad because I knew that I was coming back in a different way. So now I'm on the shelves. I'm in the biggest supermarkets in Lebanon. So I'm happy, but at least I'm there somewhere. This is for Lebanon. For Saudi, even my childhood was in Saudi. I lived there for 12 years. And I know it's the biggest market in the region. And I'm focusing today so much on Saudi. And they have a lot of potential, and it's growing too much. So also, like, I feel it's emotional, and also it's a business. It's a huge business in Saudi. Regarding Qatar, Qatar is also I'm very honored to be dealing with one of the biggest distribution company there, so which is something I'm very proud of. UAE is my hometown today.
Yeah.
So so if I'm not present here, I cannot be present elsewhere. So I have to start from here.
Yeah.
So today we are working on so many channels and in so many retail places to be there. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
The retail market here in the UAE, it's not that easy. You have to work a lot. But my distributor is one of the best and the biggest supporter that really it's supporting me a lot. And he believes in the brand. And this is what I care about. I want to work with someone who believes in the brand, who believes in the success of the brand and the value of the brand. I don't want to be just a number. I don't want to be just on the shelf. I want people. I want to position my brand in the right market, and to have repetitive orders. Definitely,
and that people know you, right? I mean, the brand awareness is also something that people always struggle with when they build a new brand. So people at least know, oh, Innocent Sweets, I know what this is,
Yes.
So, but there are not like desserts that you create for certain markets. So everything that you sell everywhere.
Yeah, but we had an incident that when I went to Saudi, he requested few SKUs for him, but he didn't mind that I can sell them elsewhere.
Okay, so like an exclusive.
There is maybe just one product which will be exclusive for Saudi market.
Okay, that's interesting.
Will be launched soon.
When we talk about healthy snacks, there is so much going on in this industry, I have the feeling. Is there a trend, like a healthy trend, that you secretly think is overrated?
Oh, yeah. When they put the whole... It is healthy, but it's high in calories. It's not like it is a very healthy snack, but it's high in calories. There is one trend that they put all the date. Okay, they put so many dates, they flap it, and they put all the jar of the peanut butter on it, and they put it in the freezer, and then they cut it like squares.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw this.
No, but it
and
sounds
they put chocolate,
like diabetes
chocolate,
to me.
and they put melted chocolate on top. So you imagine like you have dates down, sugar, which natural sugar I understand, but I mean the quantity.
Yeah.
And then they put the peanut butter and even melted chocolate on top.
Oh my God.
So this is it's good for a small piece, but people when on TikTok and Instagram, like they have half of it and they start eating it. So I think this one, it is healthy, but
in a small amount.
In a small amount.
Yeah.
This one usually because we eat 1 or 2 dates. That's it. As a snack.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You said before that you have recreated Dubai chocolate. And is there any other famous dessert in Dubai that you would like to make an Innocent Sweets version of it? Or what is coming next that you are working on, if you could tell us?
There are so many, but now I'm focusing more on the retail.
Yeah.
It's not... I'm focusing more on the retail. The Dubai chocolate went viral, definitely. They did a lot with the Dubai chocolate. They did tiramisu with the Dubai chocolate. Yeah. They did ice creams. Yeah. They did cakes, brownies. They did so many. I think now it's too much saturated.
Yes.
Now we need to focus more on... I want to have my own identity. I think Dubai chocolate is enough for now.
How is the food industry shaped when you think about gender? Because do you think that there are more men in this industry and it's hard for you as a woman to be in this kind of industry? Or would you say that there are many women, and if so, did you have any trouble when it comes to that? Because I think being taken seriously in male-dominated areas as a woman is not always as easy, right?
Correct. I get your point. Most of the people that I deal with are men, most of them. But, I proved myself. I proved myself that I'm not only a woman. Maybe, okay, I care a lot about my physical appearance. I care about everything I'm doing, definitely. But I proved myself that I did a brand from A to Z and no one helped me. So when people, they see my journey, and when from how I started on and where I became, where I am today, they have no choice but to take me seriously. They have no choice.
And when you, like, in retrospect, I'm sure there are things you wish you would have known earlier, like when it comes to business. Is there any advice you would give someone, or especially women, who would like to turn their passion into a brand, a business?
Of course, that she needs to believe in herself. Don't listen to anyone around you. If she believes in it, she needs to work very hard. She needs to work very hard. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, no, believe in yourself and do it. It will not come like that. You need to work a lot. You need to work so much on yourself, and she needs to put in her mind that getting tired and to fail sometimes, it is part of the process. She doesn't need to nag and to oh my god, it's not working. No, it's fine. Sometimes I have so many downs, and even I tell so many of my friends and people around me that when you see me on social media, you see only like 10 seconds of my day. And don't get fooled by my smile. There's so much going on behind the scenes, so much, and there are so many tears behind it, so many. I reached to a point like I want to quit. I want to be an employee. I reach to that point, because there's so much responsibilities. She needs to know that this is not an easy journey, but it is very rewarding when you see success, and when you work a lot and you see the success, it's very rewarding. She needs to believe in it.
Yeah.
She needs to believe in it.
How many employees do you have at the moment? Do you know?
Okay, so we work in my team here in Dubai, in my kitchen, we are 6. And then I have a finance team, which I deal with separately. I have a marketing team, also we deal separately. It's outsourced. And also I have my designer, and he is like... he is the best. My designer is the best.
Is he doing the packaging?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
And he's the one behind the branding of Innocent Sweets. And not only the branding, but I learned a lot from him. He has so much experience in the market. So he's like my consultant and everything.
Are you also doing like focus groups where you design 2 or 3 different designs for the packaging, and you let people choose which one they like better, just to see which would work better on the shelf? Do you know that?
No. Before printing, no. Of course, we have different samples, but it's just the people around me. Because the hardest part is the people they don't know in the business is the packaging. This is the hardest part.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, and when we want to print, there is a minimum quantity, and you cannot print like 100 or 1,000. There are thousands. So, and in order to change, imagine something, you have to print thousands. So we cannot print every day.
Yeah.
And so before taking a decision, definitely we coordinate between each other. I ask my friends, I ask my family, we take opinion, we take so many opinions regarding the packaging, of course.
Yeah, okay.
It's not only me and my designer. We have to take into consideration people around us.
We were talking about responsibility, because it's one thing when you have a business and you're a one-woman show, right? But once you reach the stage where you have employees that are dependent on your success, and also their families,
I know.
this is something. Is it because you said you had days where you were crying and you wanted to give up?
Is
this the thing that motivates you also, when you say, okay, there are so many people that depend on me? Or what do you do on those days?
What do I do on those days? I cry.
Crying is sometimes really freeing and good. No shame for crying.
Yes, definitely. They are my biggest motivation, definitely. Because, I need to succeed. It's not an I have to, and I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful for my team, because really they were with me since I started. And yes, and we didn't I love them so much, and I'm so grateful for them, because I put in my mind, like, without them I wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have been here. So now for my shop, I have someone who's handling the shop and everything, because I can't today. I'm handling more the retail part, but the production and the everyday production and the shop, there is someone already handling this, which I trust a lot. And because I need to be focused more on the business in the retail, for the retail.
But even when you say you focus on the retail, are there any plans to open other shops in other regions, or do you really only want to do
No, I wouldn't open another shop unless it's gonna be a franchise.
Okay.
But me personally, no.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I want to be more in the business, more the business direction, more retail, distributors, brands.
Do you want to go into other markets, let's say like Europe or something like that?
Of course, we're working on it.
Yeah.
And I'm working also for other markets. I'm working now for US and Canada.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds so good.
I'm very open. Yes. But for Europe, of course, definitely, we are working on something.
I think because you said it's so hard to get on the shelves in UAE, I think it's the same in Europe, because I know from experience from people that have launched food brands in Europe or beverage brands, stuff like, it's very hard to get on the shelves.
Check here.
Yeah.
Let them come here.
But you just have to ask the right person, and then somehow
yes, if you have the right connection, and if you have
a
the
good
right
product,
people, and if you have the right people around you, trust me, you will get there.
Yeah.
You just need to know where to go.
Any other advice that you could give women? Especially, you said you are a mom, and I myself am also a mom, and I know that sometimes it's so hard to get things done when you have kids around. Is there anything, because I know people always say you can do both, being a mom and being a businesswoman, but there is always the feeling in your head that there is not enough of you, because you only have 24 hours per day. So either you go to bed and say, I didn't get the business things done, or you go to bed and you think, oh my God, I was not there for my kid today as much as I wanted to. Do you struggle with this, or?
Actually, I wake up at 5 every day.
Okay.
In order to finish what I have to do during the day, and to be there for my daughter in the morning, to do my workout, and to start my work. I start like at 8. Mm-hmm. So I start until 3, 4 afternoon. I'm with my daughter, and then I sleep at 10.
Wow. Okay, so you have a very strict schedule.
Yes, and I have a routine.
Yeah.
And I'm in a very bad mood if someone breaks break my routine.
Yeah.
This is. I'm very much organized, and I'm trying as much as I can to give my business full of 100% of myself. And even when I'm with my daughter, I have to be fully present. I'm trying as much as I can to be fully present with her. So you were asking me if I feel guilty sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I'm not going to say I'm a human at the end of the day, definitely. Sometimes I feel like maybe if I miss something with my daughter, or I miss something at work, sometimes definitely I feel guilty, but I'm trying as much as I can to have this balance. And I have the support today. You need to have support. You need to have help. I have my family. I'm very blessed and grateful that my family here, my dad, my brother, and my mom, she comes and go here. So they help me. Even, for example, if I can't be with my daughter, I have an event, or I have to be somewhere for work. So I have someone who can stay with my daughter. So I have support. You need to have support. And you need to ask, sometimes you need to ask for help. You can't do everything.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll tell them, okay, I am a superwoman, but I don't have superpowers. Sometimes you need to ask for help.
Yes, that's so good asking, because I think this is really something that moms struggle with, to ask for help.
Yeah.
And that's so important.
And it's nice also to speak with your child. Like I tell Talia, for example, Mommy, I have to be here. Is it okay if I don't If I'm not with you, for example, at that time, I ask her. If she's okay with that, then okay, I'll go. If like she said no, I will take her as a priority, definitely.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, you have to speak with your child. They need to know.
Yeah, and I think they understand more than we think, you know?
Yes,
when we
course.
talk to them about
she knows,
this stuff.
She knows, like, mommy, she get tired. She knows.
Yeah.
And because, and the most rewarding part is, like, today when I ask my daughter, what do you want to be when you grow up? She tells me, like, she gives me like this, like you.
And I also think you have to say goodbye to the thought of being perfect all the time. Because you can't do everything 100% perfectly, right?
No way.
Either as a mom or as a businesswoman, you're just, like you said, at the end of the day, you're a human being, right?
Yes, I'm a human. At the end of the day, I fail. I do mistakes. I'm not perfect. And you have to always put, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Even my team, I tell them, we are not perfect. We all do mistakes. But don't get afraid to admit that you did a mistake.
Yeah, because you can learn from those mistakes.
For example, sometimes they are afraid just to tell me if they did a mistake or something. Don't get afraid. Tell me. Come and tell me. We will solve it together. I do mistakes.
Yeah.
We all do mistakes.
Fortunately. And I think this is also something that, for me, is missing in the European culture. There is, like, something in the US culture, there's like a fail culture, like where you fail and then somehow, someday it will work out, and that's fine. In Europe, it's more like you do something, you fail, then you're not good enough, And this is something that I see in Dubai is also more like in the US, where people, they do one business, okay, it didn't work out, then they try it another way and it will work somehow.
And I put in my mind that if this failure didn't happen, I wouldn't have made the other decision.
Yeah.
And everything turns for the better.
Yeah.
You have to put in your mind, like, everything happened for a reason, definitely. And if you have a good intention and if you work hard, and it will be for your own benefit.
Yeah.
Today, I never regret anything. And I turn everything negative into something positive in my life. Even if something bad happens to me, I'm not sad, and I will never be sad I took a decision, because I know something better is coming, and it's for a good reason. If you have this mindset, trust me, you will. It will give you a motivation to keep going.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You always need to have a positive mindset. I put this in my mind.
Maya, thank you for making dessert feel a little less dramatic and a little bit more fun.
Of course.
If you want to try innocent sweets, I will put all the links in the show notes. Go stock the menu, message Maya, tell her you came from the podcast. Just check out the shop if you live in Dubai. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to that one friend who is always on a diet but never wants to skip dessert. This was the Icon Edit, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you, Maya, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely. Thank you.
That was so much fun. I loved it. And I definitely will visit the shop.